Brought to you by GatewayCitySavers.com.
In or Out with Jim Hanifan and Rick Venturi, exclusively on 101ESPN.com. Now your host, Brian Stahl.
Hello and welcome back to 101ESPN.com with Jim Hanifan, Rick Venturi. I'm Brian Stahl for this week's edition of In or Out. Gentlemen, in 2009, Tampa Bay selected Josh Freeman as their number one pick, the quarterback out of Kansas State. In his 2 seasons, he's thrown for 2,900 yards. He's got 16 touchdowns, but 21 interceptions. Hanny, I'll start with you. In or out, is Josh Freeman going to be a successful NFL quarterback, or is he just another guy?
I will go with an in, a definite in. I think this guy is going to wind up being a well-known, nationally known individual.
How about you, Rick? In or out?
I'm definitely in. I mean, I think, next to Sam, he's the next young kid that's really good. Now, again, he's in a situation where he doesn't have a lot of supporting cast, but he can throw it. He's athletic, and he's very competitive. I like him a lot. I think it'll be incumbent on the Bucs now to surround him with good players, and I think that'll be the issue, not Freeman.
Next topic, Raheem Morris, the young Bucs head coach. He took over for Jon Gruden, who was 6-15 in his first 2 seasons there. Are you in or out? I'll stay with you, Rick. Are you in or out that Raheem Morris, former defensive backs coach for Jon Gruden, is he the answer as a head coach in Tampa?
Well, I'm out on that one because Gruden was the best coach for Tampa. Anytime you fire a guy with 6 division championships and a world championship, I gotta question your thinking. Morris, I have nothing against him. He was a 4 or 5 year guy in the league, never coordinated. So he's learning on the job. And when you replace a guy like Gruden, it's a tough thing. So, yeah, I'm not sure he is the guy.
What about you, Hanny? In or out on Raheem Morris?
I'm out. And I really have no ill feelings about the individual, except I go back to, where's this guy, his learning experience, where his background? All of a sudden he just gets thrown in there, and I go back to what Coach Venturi said, and that is Jon Gruden, to me, is an excellent football coach. He's a great coach, and he got shoved right out the door, and I thought, well, wait a minute, what's going on here now? Why did they do that? And I thought it was absolutely idiotic. And so, I'm sorry, but this guy got caught into a bad deal himself, and undoubtedly, he didn't want to get a head coaching job this way, but that's how he got it. And but I don't think he was ready. And he's learning on the job, and that's not the way it should go.
Final topic for this week's In or Out. Tampa Bay has 3 wins. The Rams have 3 wins. Both franchises in rebuilding mode right now. Hanny, are you in or out that the Rams actually reach the playoffs before Tampa Bay?
I'm in. I think they will. I think they've got 3 guys, 3 necessary ingredients. They got an outstanding quarterback. Now I think Tampa does too with Freeman, but the Rams have an outstanding running back, and then they have a young, talented middle linebacker. So you got 3 guys that are the heart and soul of your football team.
How about
quarterback,
you,
middle linebacker, and running back.
I definitely agree with Hanny. I think the Rams really have the makings down the road. A great young quarterback, runner. Middle linebacker, and I would say that they have a lot of talent in the offensive line. Now they're young and it needs to be gelled, but that's a formula for success. I think the Bucs are much more piecemeal. They've got pluses some areas, but there's no real tremendous area of strength besides the quarterback. So yeah, I got to give the Rams the edge.
All right, there you have it. That's Rick Venturi, Jim Hanifan. I'm Brian Stahl, and we are out.